Good part of the day, ladies, gentlemen, and fine people of the world.
Hello and welcome to 4DMWC3. This time we've got Malaysia versus the United Kingdom.
I was slightly perturbed by their warm up because it was talking. I thought someone was talking over me. It was like, huh?
I swear to God, these warm-ups are actually. This one just like kind of repeats on and on again. Oh God.
Oh my God. This warm up, I swear. Anyways, I am Petuaj. I am accompanied by Chu right here.
Hi.
And this is Malaysia versus United Kingdom, and this is definitely I would like to say it's. I don't even know whose warm up this is.
This looks like it's gonna be United Kingdom's warm-up because it's the second warm-up.
I guess we've seen that before, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. In any case, what was I gonna say? So Malaysia is definitely like top seed, I would say.
Yeah, they've got good players like Leon, Juni 11, Expired 112, also known as Einar, and so on.
Yeah, okay, I'm checking the qualifiers results, and this is definitely a tight match. Malaysia is actually the 7th seed, and United Kingdom is the 12th seed, which means that right now you're about to witness top seed versus high seed, so it's interesting.
Oh, that's actually interesting. I didn't expect it to be this close. But I think it's going to be even closer because Argentina was able to take 2 points off of Malaysia.
Malaysia is definitely upsettable, I feel like, because their top players are definitely like top of the line, like cream of the cream. But they might have some slight issues with their second or third players, maybe. So they might be upsettable on that end.
I haven't seen United Kingdom's performances, so I don't really know that much about the players other than that Zyker XD is a 7K player.
I just know that Isla is actually at least decent at accuracy, so I guess we'll learn more and more about these players as they go into the warm-ups.
And it seems to be a British-themed remix of Night of Nights. So please enjoy.
So right now the chart is not too hard. It's definitely something you'd see maybe in the tournament, maybe like not song choice wise maybe, but definitely some kind of still in 4-digit territory in terms of difficulty.
That trill actually being kind of long.
Oh, yeah,
I kind of doubt that it would be used in the tournament.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's. Oh my God, this trill! It's not tournament viable at all, but it's still like in 4-digit realm at least.
And as you can see, those one-handed trills have taken quite a few casualties, except the Zicker XD, who is holding a 99.7 right now.
Yeah, Leon isn't doing too bad either. Leon is a monster of a player, by the way. Absolutely well-rounded everywhere. Literally everywhere. I don't know if Leon is like the best player of all 4DMWC, but there are many really good players in this tournament, and Leon is one of them.
Yeah, the skill gap, the skill barrier for 4-digit versus 3-digit is a bit arbitrary because there are some 4 digits who have not farmed and therefore may be above the rest of them. That being said, I'm sure the hosts have done the best they can to alleviate that by banning people.
Yeah, it's fine, but look at Zicker XD and Leon's ratio. They're actually very close, so I think at least their accuracy carries might be comparable in group stage at least.
Yeah, if you got Leon and Zicker XD having comparable scores, then it's going to come down to the other 2 players of each team. It's about how deep you are.
Has Big Ben fallen silent for so long? Not during war, not during previous repairs. So we're going to let you listen to the entirety of this last midday chime for some time. Has Big Ben fallen?
It's revenge for what you did to us in 1945.
Wow.
Of this last midday chime for some time.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on right now, but let's go for the second warm-up, I guess.
And this is a 5.7 star map.
Yeah, definitely scary. And I think this is coming from Malaysia. This must be coming from Malaysia.
I mean, the other one was British themed. How would this not come from Malaysia?
British?
British. Inuit.
Oh my god, 6.9 OD, 9.6 HP.
Oh.
Okay, so everyone sing Wonderwall in the chat.
Everybody spam the lyrics to Wonderwall.
All right, let's listen to a banger right here. Yeah, I got a feeling that from the star rating, it's gonna be Ellen, maybe in the chorus.
I'm not sure if it's Ellen or Korjak, or if it's just a huge jump shell somewhere.
Everything's possible. That's some pretty jacks right here.
I'm sure jump trills are favored over other patterns. Although everything is technically possible.
Honestly, I love this song.
Yeah, this song is definitely gonna be a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, just put the Full Moon Night over it and you've got something recognizable. Nice!
Yeah,
there we go.
The Chad Nap. Well, there's our 5.7 stars. Oh, never mind. You've got some spicy technical stuff in here.
You gotta love those tricksters.
You've gotta love these warm-ups.
Rickrolling in 2021 is such a comeback thing. It's pretty insane. Oh, those jacks! Oh my god!
Nice. And that's why it's a 5.7 star.
And with that, we've seen both warm-ups. I guess pretty good warm-up session.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about anime feed? No!
Well, in any case, we're gonna get into our rolls, and
yeah, it's gonna be a 42 versus 79, and that's a win from Malaysia.
I guess UK is gonna ban first.
Yep, I really wonder what they're gonna ban.
I actually don't really have any idea, but judging from the qualifier sheet.
Yeah, the thing is, Malaysia is actually well-rounded, so United Kingdom going for Marble Soda as kind of a logical step. So if they're good at hybrid, then it makes sense to ban the hybrid. And Malaysia is actually banning SV2, the SV memo, Sleeping With You. It's understandable because Sleeping With You is incredibly punishing and chokeable to heck.
I would say that Sleeping With You is by far the most chokeable map in the pool. Despite main heroine being even shorter, Sleeping With You is almost as short.
Yeah, honestly, I played in a match against China earlier. My PB was like 990k, but I had a 969 because I did like 8 200s everywhere.
Yeah, like I would say that like a 20,000 point difference is not that big. It's like only a few grades at most.
Anyways, the first pick is going to be Stay By My Side. Stay By My Side is incredibly nerve and consistency based. It's pretty all-rounded patterns and pretty much based on accuracy. It's one song that people can compete on to get to 999k, for example.
Yeah, this map is by far one of the most hackable maps, and we've seen countries like Brazil get an average of 99.97 on such a map, so that should tell you about the sort of from a play.
Yeah, that's honestly insane. Brazil getting 999,000 on this, and the third score is not even bad. It's like a 998, I think. It's absolutely insane results.
Their average was just above 999k, which is insane.
My god. When do you see that in a tournament? That's insane. anyways, let's go into the first pick.
I'm sure that this is going to be just exciting. I don't know which team is better. I mean, Malaysia is slightly better on paper, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, I think Malaysia is betting on their accuracy advantage because United Kingdom is actually ranked 19th in terms of accuracy, so maybe they're banking on that. They have enough players to be really competing on top accuracy. And as we can see right now, 3 players, all of their players are above 99.9. Well, not anymore, but they're soon going to be again.
And there's our third player syndrome, as Malaysia has 3 players in a specific range, but there's United Kingdom with only 2. And even Oasis is going down into the 99.7 area. The only player who's keeping up with Malaysia at this point is Zikr XD.
Yeah, Zikr XD honestly doing a terrific job at hacking this. Like 99.96 is top.
His accuracy is just going up. It's beating everyone on the other team.
But that's not going to be enough to take the lead, perhaps. But it's enough to be making like at least the score count to flicker, which is really impressive. That United Kingdom is able to actually compete against Malaysia on this.
Yeah, it's only making a difference by a couple of hundredths of percentage points. So the other players really need to step up in order to turn the tables.
Yeah, honestly, the United Kingdom is in a pretty difficult position right here. So they're really gonna focus. They're really gonna put that adrenaline to use to up that ratio, because sometimes that's what happens.
And this gap may seem small, but it is actually relatively big, considering this map is an act chart, and these players are all V1SSing.
Yeah, act battles is really hard when the other team is just a pure pillar of consistency.
And I would say that like all of these players are consistent in some sense, but it's just that the team average for Malaysia is a bit higher than that of United Kingdom, especially with Leon going up to match Junie in the 99.9 zone.
So yeah, I think we're gonna reach like the end of the song, and the chances are getting slimmer and slimmer for the United Kingdom to take it back, because right now in Malaysia's side, there's only Aina who substantially dropped from 99.9 to 99.82, and 99.82 is still better than the second player.
So what you're seeing is that this difference is entirely between Leon and Deep Dive. The bottom row is essentially the same.
Yeah, 55 is actually Pog.
And 55 being incredibly impressive. 79, 82, also impressive.
Yeah, having 2 sub-100 regulars is pretty impressive. The fact that you can get like 2 really good ratio players on a team is basically a very good sign for a group stage. So I wonder if the United Kingdom is gonna go for the anti-meta here. We see both LNs being available. Maybe an LN2 pick?
Honestly, it's hard to say.
It's hard to say, but Malaysia is number 8 seed on LN, but the United Kingdom is number 10, so it's definitely challengeable.
I mean, I think as far as Rice goes, Malaysia simply has more firepower than the United Kingdom. And I think the best way to counter that would be to either pick Shannon's theorem, one of the LNs, or the SV pick.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too familiar with how trained the United Kingdom is on LNs, but training and focusing LNs might be the best bet against Malaysia, maybe, because LNs and hybrids are definitely some of their lowest seed regarding Malaysia.
And we're going with SV1 instead of the LNs.
We're going with main heroine. That's a particular map.
This map exists.
It definitely exists. You're 100% right.
You can blame a particular host for making this map. And at 290 notes, this map is incredibly chokeable. If you sight read it, you'll probably FC it, but the difficulty comes in trying to learn it to the point where you can hack it really well. There are some tricky offbeats that can possibly mess up your run.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you properly learn this SV, it becomes a knack map pretty much. It's just the ending that's slightly chokeable. Oh, so we see the entrance of Unicow and the H1 pair.
And now we're just waiting on the map to begin.
Yeah, we're about to play cute Mestro doing cute things, a main heroine. Oh wow, actually, it seems that Hong Kong and South Korea are also currently playing this map. There are several matches going on at the same time, it seems.
Yeah, it's a shame we can only stream one of them, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, right now it seems that Hong Kong and South Korea are at 1-1.
That's gonna be an interesting map, for sure. And here we go. This is the one and only SV pick of this match.
Yep, you don't want to blink. It's gonna be the only one. Okay, right from the first 100 notes, it seems that the United Kingdom is actually getting the upper hand on this. Because it seems that, I guess, Junie, I don't know how to pronounce that.
I think it's
Einar,
Einar.
Actually. Einar.
It's a 2 against 3 syndrome.
Yeah, Einar trying to make their way back from the 98s. And I believe there are going to be enough notes to get back to the 99s at least, but that's definitely a disadvantage against the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom really putting the United in Kingdom. What?
They're averaging a 99.8 percentage, and even with that miss, it's going to start flickering, but the United Kingdom still has a considerable lead.
Yeah, there are very few notes remaining, and I don't think that's going to be enough for Malaysia to catch back, but Zikr must be... Oh my god.
That lead isn't really big at all because this map is only 290 nodes. And what a close match. That was insane. That was a very good team effort from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, honestly, Zicker actually getting a miss actually put them equal almost to Einar. So there's only like 10,000 points difference, and it's thanks to H1's and Deep Dive's performances. H1, by the way, with a 994k, 55 regulars.
Yeah.
55 again? 55 is going to be the number of the United Kingdom if this continues.
No, I guess so. But that was a carry by the 3 players of the United Kingdom. Despite the miss from Zicker, you're going to have a tied game.
Yeah, 1-1 right now. It's back and forth. Each team has won their own pick. It's basically rock, paper, scissors right now.
I wonder what Malaysia will pick for their 3rd pick. If they've done well on Stay By My Side, there's no reason they aren't going to do well on other Rise charts, and they're going with White Rose.
Yeah, honestly, them getting the advantage on the ratio going from the first Stay By My Side pick is definitely strategically sound.
And I think the technicality of White Rose is enough to render it a bit less risky than 8th Planet, which the United Kingdom may simply outact them on.
Okay, there are 3 matches going on right now at the same time. Malaysia versus United Kingdom 1-1, Indonesia versus Sweden 1-1, and right now Hong Kong versus South Korea 2-1 for Hong Kong. Just in.
We're gonna see Mad come in for Hyper on the United Kingdom side. And we're gonna see Leon come in as the carry.
Watch out, I'm gonna pronounce it Sweden.
Sweden.
Sweden sweating.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pronounce it sweating. Also, maybe sweatshirt would work as well.
Oh, then here we go.
Yeah, let's go. White Rose is a banger. I love this song. It's the best song of group stage.
I would say Night Sky is catchier, but this song also rocks too.
Yeah, Matt being slightly behind everyone else in terms of accuracy right now, but it's not defined yet. It's only the beginning of the song, and especially Aina is at risk of dropping some accuracy at the in the later parts.
I mean, right now, Zicker and Junie are tied, but it's gonna be that difference between Beyond and Deep Dive, Einar and Mad, that's going to be making this difference.
Yeah, honestly, it's super close right now, with Zicker actually carrying the United Kingdom right now.
Mad is hitting slightly early. I think if Mad wants to increase their accuracy, one life hack for them would be to stop hitting so early. But now they're hitting a bit. I think their hits are just a bit scattered now.
Yeah, I don't know if they're trying to adjust right now, but it seems to be working a little bit because they're slowly climbing back to the 99.8s.
Yeah, and actually at this point, since the map's so short, it actually might not be enough.
Yeah, I think Deep Dive took some damage from the Trill.
And we see Zicker going down to the high 99.8. And that's going to be a decisive win for Malaysia.
Yeah, Malaysia not taking too much damage from the ending bursts. Actually, 57, 60, and 95, all regular counts under 100. It's really, really impressive to see. Zicker with 55 as well. The unfortunate 200, I think, towards the ending is kind of going to put a hamper, but the two other players didn't have regular counts under 100, so no chance for them against Malaysia at least. Really good performance.
You would have to take out the regulars, some of the regulars, even with the 200s taken out.
What? Is it 55 again? 55 for the third time in a row. Oh my god.
Third time.
Anyways, it's the United Kingdom's turn to pick right now. And right now they don't seem to have the advantage on the rise, so the route is probably going to be LN.
Yeah, I would say that even Shannon's theorem might be decent for the UK since it is trickier than the other method.
Yeah, I don't know, because right now White Rose is kind of similar to Shannon's theorem in that it's harder to act because of the bursts, and Shannon's theorem just has a lot more bursts, stream bursts, and maybe it's just gonna accentuate the lead that Malaysia is gonna have over the United Kingdom. So yeah,
it looks like
definitely right.
Ending credits is going to be picked. You're absolutely right with that.
Yeah, ending credits we haven't seen a whole lot in the tournament, but we are seeing being used here. And it's definitely a tool worth investigating right here. Sweating actually taking the advantage over Indonesia 2-1.
Wow. But we're going to see if the United Kingdom can outperform Malaysia on the long node.
Hong Kong actually taking it over South Korea 3-1.
Here we go. This is ending credits. Despite its low speed and its low star rating, this map is no joke to time.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the lower the BPM, the more chokeable LN picks are going to be. And it's definitely a nerve-wracking pick for all players involved. So we're going to see how everyone fares at them.
And with Malaysia being slightly more dominant on the rise, it'll have to come down to the long notes to see if the United Kingdom will make up any ground.
Yeah, right now Malaysia is having a bit of a third player syndrome with Aina being a little bit behind everyone else.
Malaysia is having a pretty big third player syndrome. Well, that lead is actually marginal and it's beginning to flicker, so I'm not sure about that. It looks to be pretty even.
Yeah, right now from the percentages, it might not look like we will get another 55 from the United Kingdom, but maybe I'm wrong because Zikr is actually doing really well, though, still.
I don't think that's 55 material, though.
It's flickering like crazy, though. It's going.
Leon is actually beginning to pull ahead of Zikr by a little bit now. And Matt is dropping down significantly.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to give the advantage to Malaysia right now. The United Kingdom really has to maintain that if they want to get that lead back.
I mean, this gap is still incredibly close, and it's a long note map, which means that these releases, they're kind of RNG here.
And especially if that's a droning ending fade out, just fading into oblivion.
And we're just like, it's so close. It is so close. Malaysia has the lead by just a little bit, but it's so close.
My God, it's flickering back and forth, and I have no idea who's gonna take it. Oh my God, how many points is that?
Oh my God,
it's
934.
Jesus.
That is crazy. What a close match from both sides. And unfortunately, that's gonna be a break point for Malaysia.
Yeah, the United Kingdom right now in a pretty bad position because it's Malaysia's pick right now, and I think they're gonna go with Rice again.
Yeah, and I think 8th Planet may be a little risky, but Shannon's theorem could also present some problems to Malaysia. But we've seen Malaysia being the stronger team. So they'll still have an advantage over the UK.
Yeah, honestly, going from the score differences, I think there's more of a difference between Malaysia and the United Kingdom on White Rose than on Stay by My Side. So I think going from that information, I would go with Shannon's theorem. And they're definitely going with Shannon's theorem, and it sounds like my theorem is right as well.
It would not be a theorem, it would be a hypothesis, but
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was just for fun. You get what I mean.
A theorem is very different from a hypothesis, so...
Yeah, I don't know, I'm bad at math. And looks like Hong Kong won against South Korea 4-1. And Hong Kong's soon gonna be having another match against Romania. It's not gonna be streamed either because at 13 UTC we're gonna have four matches at the same time.
And it's 4 matches at the same time. I think that's a tournament record.
Yeah. Actually, the next match that's going to be streamed should be Netherlands versus Singapore, which promises to be extremely tight because the respective players have their respective strong points and skill sets. I look forward to the Narumi versus Blarag showdown.
Oh, that's gonna be so exciting. Oh my God.
Anyways, back into this match in particular.
Deep Dive and Isla are taking slight drops, and Deep Dive is actually beginning to hit early, which is not good for the UK.
Yeah, perhaps getting slightly nervous, and Isla maybe as well, slightly so.
And if you're up against someone who is consistently out at you on the rice, you can't get your hopes down.
Yeah, honestly,
this is winnable for the UK.
Yeah, honestly, just looking at those unstable rate, like hit bars, it seems like Malaysia is ever so slightly more focused than the United Kingdom.
There's a
oh my god!
And that's going to turn the tables.
Oh, that's going to be
just
crucial.
what the UK needed. This completely changes things.
Yo, that's a turn and a half.
And that miss is all that the UK needed to get another point. We'll see if they can hold on to this lead. This break, allowing them to view the other team's scores.
The United Kingdom just has to hold strong here. There are not many notes remaining, so I think they can pretty much snag the breakpoint here. And they have a chance at getting potentially a tiebreaker because it's going to be their pick afterwards.
And that will do it. That is a breakpoint for the United Kingdom. And now it is 3-2, each team having one breakpoint.
Oh my god. I think the United Kingdom has decent chances at getting into tiebreaker because I think they're obviously going to pick LN1 because Rise, like the remaining Rise, is 8th planet, consistent jump stream, which is really, really risky against Malaysia. So LN1, I think, is the obvious choice here.
Yeah, we've seen that the UK may not have it to go up against Malaysia, even on trickier rhythms, even on less tricky rhythms. So we're gonna see probably Yubi Kiri being picked.
Yeah, it's gonna test both of the teams' consistencies. The Sverige team getting 3-1 against Indonesia, looking to get an upset against Indonesia.
The UK taking their time to make a very important decision.
Yeah, honestly, I may have said that Ellen was the obvious choice for the United Kingdom, but right now they're at a pressure point. They're at a decisive point of the match right here. They can either go with Ellen or choose to bet on the Rise and maybe bet on their proficiency on Rise, because I think the United Kingdom may be more comfortable on Rise than Ellen, so maybe they're gonna go with it. Oh, it sounds like they're
going with the LNs. And in my eyes, this is definitely the better pick of the two. It's the most RNG, it's the most likely to introduce complications, which is exactly what the UK wants.
Yeah, I think Malaysia may be falling into the third player syndrome in this song in particular, and the United Kingdom just has to hold strong, like be united, put the United in United Kingdom and snag that point and go to the tiebreaker.
We're waiting on some players to come back. But this map is totally hype.
Okay, everyone take deep breaths. This is a crucial point. Crucial.
And we are off. This is what could be the United Kingdom's last map in the tournament.
If Fast Tapper and Stigix actually subbing in for Malaysia, that's quite interesting. But we're not gonna see the fruits of their switches if Fast Tapper is not gonna get in. But Stigix dropping a really, really ugly 100 right at the beginning.
Stigix may have bad accuracy, but it is climbing up because it's early. I think that's just going to tie the game up. This is going to be real close. I wonder if we're going to have one of those anime flashbacks with Fast Tapper.
Oh my god, I do remember the anime flashbacks.
If Fast Tapper comes in again.
Come on, Fast Tapper, you can do it. You may not be fast, but I believe in you.
Right now, we're seeing nothing short of a tied game as Zicker XD ties Leon and Mad is tying with Stigix. It's going to be Fast Tapper's performance that decides the whole game.
Oh my god. Leon and Zicker are such pillars of their own respective countries.
It looks like we're still going to have to wait a little bit. And right now, it looks like that gap is not changing. It's all going to depend on Fast Tapper as well as Deep Dive.
Yeah, still holding steady, and Stigix actually having caught up tremendously.
Yeah, Stigix is actually tying it with Deep Dive now, so that means it's going to be Fast Tapper against Mad.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to the pick if Fast Tapper effectively disconnected. I don't know if they're gonna have a redo, or they're just gonna give the point to the United Kingdom, which would put them in a tiebreaker situation.
Right now, it looks like Fast Tapper against Mad is going to be what it's at, with Mad having dropped a little bit just now.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the decisive point, and we're gonna be monitoring the results live and see what it looks like. And it seems that Fast Stepper actually got the 991K. And it's actually
that's going to give it to Malaysia. That is totally going to give it to Malaysia.
Yeah, that's definitely a Malaysia win. GG's, because
what a close game.
Oh my god!
All around.
Yeah, the United Kingdom definitely had the potential to actually go to the tiebreaker and actually upset Malaysia, which is actually really impressive. It looks like the United Kingdom might make it to brackets. I think there's a high chance of that happening, and other teams will have to look out for the United Kingdom because they're really, really solid everywhere.
We're just gonna have to see how the UK does against Argentina.
Yeah, that's gonna be an upcoming match, and definitely really exciting, really promising for the United Kingdom. But still, Malaysia showing their really top level plays and fantastic performances, especially by Leon. Leon always leading the pack and just being a huge MVP in general. And not to discredit the other players as well, because the other players are what matters in the victories as well. Honestly, great game.
That was a very close match between UK and Malaysia that unfortunately the UK simply did not have their day, but it was against their top seed.
Yeah, honestly, 4-2 and almost tiebreaker is a really good result to have against Malaysia. Malaysia is really a pillar. It's top seed. It's a top seed. You don't usually put like almost 3 points against your top seed. Also, congratulations to Sin. Actually, upsetting Indonesia early stage. Indonesia kind of lacking in accuracy, so it might not be surprising to see Indonesia being upset this early in the tournament. So yeah, I guess that shows where Indonesia has to make progress on. And also congratulations to Hong Kong taking it over South Korea.
That being said, in any case, we will be back in 8 minutes. And I'm not sure which match we're going to stream.
We're going to stream Netherlands versus Singapore, and Cryolian and Adam Akaville are going to be joining the commentators booth, and we're going to be signing out.
Thank you for watching. I'm Chu, and I've been commentating with Patiraj. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one.